So, guys, today we're gonna be talking about a film starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman, two heavyweights in Hollywood, and the film is called Prisoners. Prisoners came out in 2013, and it has a running time of 153 minutes, and it had a budget of 46 million and made 122.1 million at the box office. That's a good number.
Yeah.
I mean, they made more than double. Also, it was directed by Denis Villeneuve. We spoke about Denis Villeneuve before, haven't we?
Denis Villeneuve. Yeah. He's one of my favorite directors, so we mention him often. Yeah.
He did Sicario.
Yes.
He also did Blade Runner 2049. Oh, his latest film is Dune.
Yes.
That's why. Because I remember you mentioned him before, and then he did he did Dune Part 2. I'm not sure when it's coming out. I think it's coming out next month in March.
I hope so, because it's been pushed back like by 2 years almost.
Wow.
Like, it was shot a long time ago.
That's crazy. And it was written by Aaron Guzikowski. I've never heard of Aaron Guzikowski.
That one is, I'm assuming that's like the author or something. I'm assuming this is based off a book. I'm not actually sure. He's got some movies. Yeah.
He's an American screenwriter. He's best known for writing Prisoners and creating the 2014 television series The Red Road. And he created
Raised by Wolves.
Raised by Wolves.
Which is apparently a really good movie, like a really good one. That's what I've Raised by Wolves. It got cancelled, unfortunately, but apparently it was fantastic. I haven't had a chance to watch it myself.
A season, yeah. I think I heard someone talk about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Same.
Yeah. Oh, Kim Engelbrecht is here as well. That's interesting. Anyway, and then as I've mentioned before, it stars Hugh Jackman. I mean, Hugh Jackman. Everybody knows him as Wolverine.
Yep.
He was in Les Miserables. He was in Swordfish. He was in what's that movie that he did with Zendaya a few years ago? The Greatest Showman?
Yes, I think that's The Greatest Showman. Yes.
He was also in what's this movie that I'm thinking? The Prestige.
That is, yes, Christopher Nolan. That's his big one for me right there. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I personally think that he's one of the best. I know you are a bit, skeptical about that, but for me, I personally think he's one of the best actors we have. And it also has Viola Davis. I feel like this is before Viola Davis blew up. You know, Viola Davis back in the day, you would see her, but you didn't really pay attention to her, if that makes sense.
True enough. But yeah.
Because I remember watching Eat, Pray, Love.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Eat, Pray, Love, or was it another movie? And he was Julia Roberts' friend, dog. I was like, wait, what?
Oh,
she's been. It's just that she was like in the, she's not like Octavia Spencer. Octavia Spencer, for me, used to play like tertiary roles in movies for the most part before she got that big break in The Help. But with Viola Davis, I felt like for me, she was not even, I didn't even notice her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's only now that I'm older and I know who she is that when I look at some of the old movies, I'm like, oh, she was here?
Yeah, no, exactly what you mean. Like Law-Abiding Citizen as the mayor, Disturbia as one of the detectives.
Actually, that's one of the movies that I would like us to do soon. Disturbia.
I thought the original Hitchcock one.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is the first week we'll do the original, then the second week we'll do the or vice versa. We'll do like the
whenever we kick that show off that we keep saying we're gonna do.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that, dog? Are we just gonna do?
We're just gonna at the same time somehow.
We're gonna do both movies at the same time.
Yep, even though that's exhausting, I can imagine us struggling.
Yo, that's probably gonna be like a 4 hour.
Yeah. Or we take a week off and then we do both movies for one thing and we squeeze it into 3 hours or something. I don't even know how we do it.
Yeah, but we'll see how we do it. That'll
Yeah.
be interesting.
Definitely.
But you're right. Like she's been in so many things. I mean, even I remember a few years ago, I tried to check her awards, bro. Like this lady has won so many awards. It's not even funny. Like,
Yeah. And one of them was an Oscar, which is nice.
yeah, that was for The Help, right?
I believe so, yes. The Help
And
is definitely what to me put her on the map. Like I was like, oh, okay.
yeah,
This,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. I mean, she was also in How to Get Away with Murder, and she was also in what's this film that I'm thinking about?
Fences, bro.
Fences. Yes, Fences. Yes.
She went for Fences.
Yeah.
Not for The Help.
What's this movie that I'm thinking about? The Woman King?
Yes, Woman King, yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Same.
And then you have Paul Dano.
Yeah, Paul Dano, yeah.
I feel like he's slowly becoming a household name. I mean, he's the Riddler in the Batman.
Yes.
With Robin Pattinson.
Because that's who he is. But he was already a big star when he came to There Will Be Blood and 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, I wanted to say 12 Years a Slave, but I remember there's a film and with him in it, I think he was even the lead. But it was a comedy. It was not like these serious roles that he plays now.
The comedy I know that he did was the one where he was mute. He wanted to join the Air Force, and in Little Miss Sunshine. It's that movie actually won an Oscar for best film actually. But Little Miss Sunshine, an amazing comedy starring Steve Carell, and he's like one of the son. He's like the son, and yeah, I love him so much.
I remember Little Miss Sunshine. Wasn't Steve Carell like the uncle or something?
Yes, he was the uncle that had that they were like looking after because he just come out of hospital. Yeah.
Because I remember there was a scene where the girl wanted to enter some beauty contest or something, or like some
That's the main thrust of the storyline. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we should do a thing.
Yeah. There Will Be Blood is probably the bigger one.
Yes, we should also do that one. But yeah, that's Paul Dano. I don't know of any other big project that he's worked on, but he is that guy, man. I don't think it's someone that you can easily forget.
Absolutely.
He was in Cowboys and Aliens. He was also in Love and Mercy. He was in Night and Day. So yeah, he's that dude.
Yeah.
And then you also have Maria Bello.
You say Jake already.
Pardon?
You're saving Jake for later.
Yeah, I guess we'll do him later. Maria Bello, she plays Hugh Jackman's wife.
Dover, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that she was in so many things, but wow. I mean, um, she was in ER, the series.
Yeah, with George Clooney.
Yeah. And she was in Coyote Ugly.
That one is surprising, eh? Because like who was she in that one?
Hey, dude, I don't know.
She was the main person. She was not the main character, but the mentor person in Coyote Ugly, which is crazy. Like these actors where you're like, oh my god, is that you?
Dude, she was in Grown Ups, bro, with Adam Sandler and Kevin James and Chris Rock and David Schwimmer and David Spade.
Yeah.
And then she was in The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Is she the one who replaced Rachel Weisz?
I would assume so, because I didn't even know that one.
Yeah, because remember, all of a sudden in the third Mummy, we're like, who's this? This is the wife? It was a completely different person, but yeah, that's her.
Yeah. So she's hilarious in the TV show Beef. I recommend it to anyone.
Is she in Beef?
She's the rich
Ali Wong and Yun, what's his name? Is it Stephen Yun?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to check out Beef because I think I saw like bits and pieces of the first episode where Stephen Yun was just driving like a madman and Ali Wong was pissed off and she chased him around.
It takes off in a way that in directions I didn't expect.
Yeah.
It's better than you would have thought it would be. It's one of those. It's from those people that make all those unique movies, like what's it called, Project 24, A24. Those guys.
Mm-hmm.
They make like the movie like the Green Knight and that White Norseman movie,
Yeah.
and Midsummer I think is also on that list, is also a part of it. But they make all these weird, unique movies, so it fits in amongst those, even though it's a TV series, like 6 episodes. Fantastic.
Oh, is it 6 episodes?
Yeah, only 6 episodes. You know, Netflix style.
Yeah, you're right about A24, man. I mean, they did Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
They also did the Carmichael show.
Yes,
So it's as if they do like independent films, if that makes sense.
they do like this. It's like they've figured out a vibe and they've stuck with it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Blumhouse. You know how Blumhouse has a vibe? They've
Who?
Blumhouse, the horror
Blumhouse
movie
sounds
guys.
familiar. What did they do? What did they
Yeah,
do?
they did The Visitor, the M. Night Shyamalan one. They did the Conjuring movies. I believe that's them as well.
Oh, okay.
But basically, Blumhouse, what they do, they even made a weird Tokoloshi movie, I think. I heard about that.
They do like these dark stuff.
Yes, they do horror movies. I think the Grudge with Ethan Hawke, that's
Mm.
also them as well.
Oh, is the Grunts the one where the cover shows someone wearing a mask, like a
They did not think of the Ring. Wait, am I the one? No, I'm wrong. It's Maleficent or something. Not Maleficent. Sure,
well,
but
isn't Ethan Hawke like a villain in that one?
I think he's like the main character, but then I think it like becomes a twist because it turns out like the house is evil and there's ghosts in it, and crap, I'm so bad at the names, and I know we just find it.
Oh, I'm talking about Black Phone. I don't think that's the
Black Phone is Ethan Hawke, yes, but yeah, Blumhouse make movies like those, and that's like their specialization. Sinister, it's called Sinister.
Sinister. Oh, okay. No, I'm
Uh,
not familiar with Sinister.
and then I think they did The Purge as well. Let me just see here. I'm 90% sure they did The Purge as well, because Blumhouse, that's what they do. Yeah, it's Blumhouse as well. That's what they do. All these weird horror movies. If you can think of a horror movie that where you like, I bet you it cost them $2 million to make this movie, but they made $100 million profit. They made it. That's Blumhouse for you, man.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
We also have wait. I feel like did I do her justice though? I mean, I mentioned
Well, I mentioned Beef. You mentioned ER, and even though Beef is probably my favorite one of hers. Well, Coyote Ugly, of course. You said that
yes,
already, and I feel like that. A History of Violence. I have not watched this movie yet, even though I know I should.
History of Violence.
Yeah, the one with Aragon. Uh,
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know it.
yeah, but it's apparently a really good movie, and you know what's his face? He always kills it, man. Viggo Mortensen always kills it, man. That
No,
man
always, always.
always,
Um,
always. He doesn't miss.
she was also on Assault on Prison 13. The movie that with Ethan Hawke and Lawrence Fishburne.
I know the movie, but damn. I mean,
Yeah, like I'm being honest. I'm not I'm not familiar with
I feel
her,
like
her
a lot of
work.
movies are on her back. If you know what I mean. Like Coyote Ugly, she carried the weight on that one.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like Beef, she definitely carried her weight on that one as well. But then all the other stuff, it's like the wife, the wife, the wife.
Mm.
Even in this movie, she's in bed for most of the movie, which is a shame.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
yeah,
I mean, we'll get into it, but you're absolutely right. I feel like she was just there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, man, someone else I want us not to miss is surprisingly, David Dust Malchain, the guy who plays like that creepy guy. I mean, he plays as in the Suicide Squad. He plays as Polka Dot guy. He plays Polka Dot Man.
Oh yeah, but he had a very short role. But I see the guy you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's surprisingly big actors in this movie, dude.
yeah, it's an ensemble.
Yeah.
Um, and what else did he do? That guy.
Oh, dude, so many things. Not just that, of course, but okay. Of course, yeah. He was in the Dark Knight. Yeah, you know Dark Knight when he played with the gun. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
The Dark Knight with the gun.
You know when in Dark Knight when whatchamacallit, Dent captures one of the crazy people that tried to kill the mayor, and then he puts a gun and he's like, "I'm gonna flip a coin," and he pulls the trigger, flips a coin, pulls the trigger. That
Yeah.
guy, and then the guy gets scared and like, yeah, that's him.
What?
But that's him.
But you know what I've noticed? There's some actors that
Yeah.
are just loyal to either Marvel or DC. Like they would rather just either do Marvel projects or do DC projects. I feel like he just does DC projects.
Yep. Man, show up again. And get this. He's in a Batman cartoon called Batman, the Doom that came to Gotham.
Oh yeah.
So he's in that as well.
He's also in. He was Abracadabra in The Flash.
Huh, yeah, you're right. I didn't even know that.
You see what I mean?
Yes. And he's in Batman The Long Halloween. Hey man, DC was like, look, we got your back, buddy.
Yeah. No, but I've noticed this thing a while back that there's certain people that, like for instance, I think Mark Hamill would do a DC project before he does any Marvel project. You know what
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean, like Chris Evans has been in The Flash. No, I'm sorry. Chris Evans has been in Mr. What's his name again? The Torch. There we go. And he's been in, of course, Captain America. But they're both Marvel. So,
Yeah, but he was also in The Losers, which is DC.
Ah, okay.
But I see here he played Kurt in the Ant-Man. You remember there was T.I. and there was another guy who were Michael Peña's friends.
Oh, like a little, that's a mini role, but I hear you. Yes.
Yeah. And he's in Dune as well. He's in Oppenheimer.
But I haven't seen. Is he in June 2 or June 1? Because I don't remember him in June 1.
June 1.
Is he in that one? I don't remember him in that one.
He's in that one. And then let's see. Yeah, I guess that's what we can say about him.
Yeah. And then there's Terrence Howard.
Hey man.
Man, remember the memes that used to be there? The man.
Hey man.
Man.
Hey man, I don't want to lie. I grew up watching this guy, man. For me, he brings it almost all the time, if not all the time, dog.
Unless they fire his ass, but yes.
Pardon?
Unless they fire his ass for Don Cheeto, apparently.
Next time, baby. We've never seen the next time, dog. I've had dreams about this guy being War Machine, dog. And I'm being for real. I've had dreams about him returning as War Machine.
And
that's how crazy it is.
Like, did he beef with that? I think they're mad at him or something. Because with the multiverse of madness, how are you not going to bring him back?
According to him, he says that his intention, like what the reason he signed off was he was going to appear in the first Iron Man film, then he was going to do his own trilogy afterwards.
Yes, okay, yeah, I heard about this as well. Basically, the thing is, he said different stories, apparently. The one story I heard, and this came out of his mouth, if I'm correct, one of his interviews, was he said, remember, at that time, he was the biggest name there.
Yeah.
He was bigger than Iron Man. He was bigger than Tony Stark, because Tony Stark was still in his recovery phase.
Yes, because I think he had just done Kiss Kiss Bang Bang or something.
Yeah, but that was like a little bit of recovery. But Terrence Howard was on fire, so he got like a $26 million contract.
Yeah, he was earning way more than everybody there.
Yeah, and then when it was time for the next,
he was earning more than Gwyneth Paltrow, but I know that he was earning more than the Robert Downey at the time.
Yeah, and then it was time for the next $26 million. They were like, "We're gonna give you 2 or something like that."
Yeah, imagine, bro. Who would take that though? Who would take that?
Yeah, who would take? And I get it. For us broke people, that's a lot of money. But it's like if a job gives you a demotion, you're gonna quit that job, even you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Because you think that you contributed to the success of the first film anyway.
And he
even
did.
if you're the main character. You know what I'm saying?
And he did.
And also he has the looks. So I think that he was too much of a leading man in a movie where he's not the main character.
True.
So he could have, he had dog. But anyway, that's a story for another day. And also, Don Cheadle was also approached from the beginning to play Rhodey, but I think for some reason they chose Terrence Howard instead. So.
Don Cheadle was chosen.
Well, he was one of the runner-ups. Let me put it like that. Discussions were had before
They were going for that light-skinned vibe. They were like, let's get someone light-skinned. And they like pulled him in. They were like, yeah, get Terrence Howard, man.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
that yellow bones in there.
Because sometimes I think you just need a draw.
Yeah,
Like someone who will pull in the crowd.
of course. Sean Connery in Untouchables, of course.
Yeah. Or what's this movie? And I'm hoping that will do it. I was thinking about it a few days ago. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes, an overhated film, in my opinion. Way overhated.
I honestly don't know why people hate it. I have no idea why they hate it. I love it. But hey,
I love it too, man. The whole Dorian Gray thing. The
I was
whole
thinking about Dorian Gray. Actually, I wanted to mention Dorian Gray.
I
Yeah.
heard that myth until I watched that movie. Then I actually read about it. It was actually kind of very interesting. So like,
And there was an Indian man who was rich there. I'm like, who's this guy? I don't know who this guy is, but yeah.
yeah, the one time they don't use the other Indian, and they should have used him. Like, what is his name again? They always use the one Indian guy for everything. I swear. The guy who played Gandhi. What's his name?
Oh,
I know you know what I'm talking about.
Ben
He played
Kingsley.
as Mandarin. He played as a Mandarin.
Ben Kingsley. Sir Ben Kingsley.
Sir Ben Kingsley. It's like,
Is he Indian though?
I don't know actually.
Because in Lucky Number 11, he plays a Jewish man. He plays a rabbi.
I'm fairly sure that it would be the most racist thing. I got me curious because I'm pretty sure he is, but at the same time, I'm not. Let me not.
And even in Moses, he played a Hebrew. So I don't know. Like,
I'm positive he's not Jewish though. Like I feel like that's just them like race swapping. But let me see, because his name is Ben Adir.
Ben Kingsley. Yeah.
Ben Adir Kings. Oh wait, no, that's his. Oh no, I think that's someone else.
Sir Ben Kingsley. Born
How many Ben Kingsleys are there?
Krishna Pandit Banji. I think you're right. This is an Indian name.
I'm 70% sure. Maybe he's born in Britain. Yeah, he's born in Britain.
Yeah, but his birth name is.
Yeah, but he's Indian. It says it here. Born in England, but his father was Indian. Yeah, and his mother was English. So yeah.
Was Jewish English.
I doubt it. Goodman. I guess it's possible.
Well,
is that what it says there by you?
That's what I'm seeing on Wiki here. So.
I guess he filled in both things. I guess we were both right in our own way.
Yeah. Just give me a second. But I think didn't he play like a Greek character before?
I'm pretty sure he's played everything at this point. This guy. At this point, he's played everything. Like he's played in one of my favorite. Actually, a movie that I think is underrated was Ender's Game. He's that guy.
Ah, yes, that's a movie I want to watch. It's based on a book, right?
Yeah, based on a book. Even though I swear he's low-key Native American in that one, where they got the face paint and shit like that. I don't know what's going on there. Like that man has played everything. He's played the Mandarin.
Yeah, the fake Mandarin.
I feel like the name Mandarin already gives away that he's supposed to be Asian. But
exactly, because Mandarin is the language, right?
Yeah. And of course, the original Iron Man character villain is Asian. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did him justice by including him in that movie. What's that movie again? Shang-Chi.
Oh, you mean they brought him back? Yes, because everyone was like, no, you did the Mandarin dirty.
Exactly. But yeah, he was in Dead Presidents.
We're looking at actors from a different movie. But yes, yeah, say it again.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said we're looking at actors from a different movie entirely right now.
you know how we do with tangents, man.
You know how it is, dude.
But yeah, he was in Crash, which is one of my favorite films of all time.
What?
In Big Mama's House.
That's hilarious. Okay, yeah.
And funny enough, he's with Don Cheadle in that one. And they know each other very well. So, because Don Cheadle was like, no, we don't have beef. Like, we spoke about it before I took on the role of Rhodey.
Are you talking about Terrence Howard?
Yeah.
It's not his fault. I mean,
yeah,
it's not his fault. They said no to him, and then they went to the next name.
Yeah.
It would be unfair for Terrence Howard to be like, I need everyone to not do this.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Nonsense.
I'm just saying that they are friends. Like they spoke about it. Like he spoke to Terrence about it. Like, yo, this is the situation. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, cool, man. Do your thing. He was
absolutely,
also in Get Rich or Die Trying,
of course.
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow is my favorite. Absolutely, that's my thing with him.
Okay, I'll check that out. For me, my thing with him is actually The Best Man, bro. The franchise of The Best Man.
Really?
Yeah, is it Quentin? I think is one of my favorite characters, bro. But like I said, I grew up watching this guy. There used to be a sitcom called Sparks. I don't know if you remember Sparks. I loved seeing him in Sparks. It was a sitcom with the late Uncle Phil. What's his name again? James Avery.
Yes, James Avery. Yes.
Yeah. With who's that lady from Boomerang? The lady was married to Mike Tyson. Hot. What's her name again? Yeah, I forgot her name. But um, just give me a second. I'll tell you now. Robin Givens.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's Terrence Howard.
yeah.
And I think that's everybody. Oh, and then Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal, yo. I first got, well, I was introduced to him in a movie called The Day After Tomorrow, where he was playing the son of Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
And I was like, this guy looks like, dude, I couldn't shake off the fact that this guy looked so much like Tobey Maguire. I'm like, yeah, wait, is this Toby? No, this is not Toby. Is that Toby? No, this is not Toby. And I kept on telling people that, dude, there's this guy that looks like exactly like Tobey Maguire. And boom, a movie called The Brothers comes out a couple of years later. I'm like, you see, somebody saw what I saw.
It's
Uh,
funny because for me it was Johnny. It was not. It wasn't Johnny Dog. It was Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy, yeah. I've just seen, I didn't watch that movie properly, Bubble Boy. Yeah, I need to check it out. But he was also one of the runner-ups for Batman. Like Christopher Nolan had put him in his list of actors to play Bruce Wayne. And funny enough, his sister got to play Rachel.
Yes.
Also, Tobey Maguire heard he broke his back or something during filming, I think, of Spider-Man 2, and then they wanted to replace him with Jake.
I heard about.
Yeah. So you see, they know. These people know, dog. Because Jake sometimes says that he would get into a cab and then the driver would be like, hey, Spider-Man, where are you going now? He's like, okay, let me just take it. What can I do? And just pretends to be Toby.
I don't even understand. I don't see it.
See it. I see it, dog. I
I
mean, now that I'm a lot older, I can see the differences because Toby looks a lot younger than Jake for some reason.
I got Tobey Maguire's got a very weird baby face.
Yeah,
And it's got a chill baby face. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I hope we'll do the brothers. We'll make a review of the brothers. What an amazing movie!
Uh,
He was also in Southpaw.
yeah, Southpaw is the big one.
Funny enough, Eminem was actually considered for that role.
Which makes sense. It would be like another 8 Mile type movie.
Yeah, and he was like, "Nah, I'll just do the soundtrack."
Yeah, I don't think you could get buff enough for that. I can't imagine Eminem buffing up. Like Jake Gyllenhaal got ripped for that movie.
Yeah, no, Jake is an amazing. He can transform himself, dog. Like
Oh yeah, of
he also did Source Code, if you remember Source Code.
course.
What else did he do that is iconic?
Johnny Darko is probably the most Zodiac, Jarhead, and Johnny Darko are probably his most iconic. Well, that and Brokeback Mountain, of course.
Yes.
But definitely for me, those are the ones that really blew my mind. And then, of course, Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't win an Oscar for that is crazy.
He won an Oscar for it.
I'm saying the fact that he didn't win an Oscar for that.
Did he actually win an Oscar for anything?
Yeah.
Which is so weird. I also loved him in Love and Other Drugs.
Mm.
He was really good in that one. Yeah, man, for me, he's one of the best actors we have, bro.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like him in Spider-Man, but that's not his fault.
Yeah. Have you watched The Covenant?
No, I haven't watched The Covenant.
Guy Ritchie, Jake Gyllenhaal, good combination. And then after this movie, right? He went to Dennis Villeneuve again, and then did Enemy, which is a movie that is on my to-do list as a movie we need to watch.
There's a movie with him and She-Hulk. What's her name again? Is it Tatiana Maslany?
Same movie.
Just give me a second. Man, it looked like it was a good movie. Just want to see the title. Stronger. That's a movie that we also need to watch. Came out in 2017. Yeah. But anyway, that's the cast, guys. Oh, and also there's Melissa Leo.
So Mysterio and She-Hulk have been in a movie together. That's interesting.
Pardon?
Mysterio and She-Hulk have been in a movie together.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think there were a couple in there.